You do everything right. You're kind. You're dependable. You listen. You're the perfect good guy. But somehow, you end up alone, watching someone else get the attention you feel you deserve. It's confusing. It hurts. You've been told your whole life that being a good person is what matters most. So why does it feel like a disadvantage in love? This isn't a problem with you. It's a problem with what we're told good means. And a philosopher who lived over a century ago saw this coming. He understood a hidden dynamic that most of us miss. The answer isn't about becoming a bad person. It's about understanding a deeper truth about human nature, power, and desire. Let's start with a simple, uncomfortable idea. What if being good isn't a strength, but a type of weakness? Nietzsche would call this slave morality. It's a way of thinking that praises qualities like humility, compassion, and kindness, not because they are powerful, but because they make the powerless feel safe. It's the morality of the herd. The herd values safety above all else. It avoids risk. It shuns anything that stands out. When a man defines himself by being nice and harmless, he's signaling that he belongs to the herd. He's safe. He's predictable. He won't cause trouble, but he also won't inspire. He won't challenge. He won't lead. And in the silent language of attraction, that lack of an edge can be mistaken for a lack of vitality. Think about it. We aren't drawn to perfect, polished stones. We're drawn to mountains. We're drawn to things with jagged edges, with a sense of danger and potential. Attraction isn't a logical process. It's a primal one. It responds to signs of life, of strength, of will. The good guy who is only good, who has sanded down all his edges to be agreeable, presents himself as complete, finished. There's no project, no struggle, no ambition to overcome himself. Nietzsche called this the will to power, not the will to dominate others, but the will to grow, to strive, to overcome one's own limitations. It's a life force. A person who radiates this energy is magnetic. They are a work in progress, but the work is monumental. They are climbing their own mountain. A woman isn't rejecting a good man. She's subconsciously gravitating toward a man who is striving for greatness. Now, this is where it gets more complex. The bad boy archetype isn't attractive because he is cruel or disrespectful. That's a misunderstanding. He's often attractive because he embodies a distorted version of this will to power. He breaks rules. He takes risks. He seems to live by his own code. This isn't a recommendation to become selfish or unkind. That's the shallow interpretation. The deep truth is that the bad boy signals independence from the herd's judgment. He isn't afraid of disapproval. He has his own values, his own mission. Even if that mission is self-destructive, the raw energy of his will is what creates the pull. The good man, on the other hand, often seeks external validation. He needs to be told he's good. His morality is dependent on the approval of others. He's playing a role, and the role is the one who does everything right. But desire doesn't want a role. It wants a real person, a person with their own North Star. So what does this mean? It means the opposite of the good man is not the bad man. The opposite is the higher man, in Nietzsche's terms. This is a person who creates his own values. His kindness isn't a weakness born from a need for approval. His kindness is a strength, a gift he chooses to give from a place of abundance, not scarcity. He is compassionate, but his compassion doesn't stop him from making hard decisions. He is gentle, but also capable of being firm, of saying no. He has integrated his own shadow, the parts of himself that are aggressive, ambitious, and even a little dangerous. He doesn't repress them, he harnesses them. He is a master of his own inner chaos, not a slave to it. This kind of man is terrifyingly attractive because he is whole. He is not just good, he is powerful, and his goodness is a choice, not a necessity. It's authentic. Let's look at this from another angle. Think of safety versus adventure. The purely good man offers a life of safety, predictability, comfort, and there is a deep human need for that. But there's another, equally powerful need: the need for growth, for transcendence, for adventure. A woman isn't just looking for a partner to make her feel safe. She's looking for a partner to go on an adventure with. The greatest adventure of all is life itself. She needs a co-pilot who has his own map, who isn't afraid to explore uncharted territory, both in the world and within themselves. A person who is consumed by being good is too afraid to get lost. He sticks to the well-trodden path. But the most beautiful views are never on the path. They're found by those who dare to climb. That climb, that struggle, is what builds the strength that desire recognizes. She isn't choosing the bad boy over you. She's choosing the adventure he seems to promise. This explains why you might see a woman with a man who seems beneath her, someone who is less successful, less stable, less good. Outsiders are confused. They judge. But what they might not see is that this man sparks something in her. He challenges her. He makes her feel alive. He has a fire, a will, a passion that the safe option lacks. Maybe his fire is unfocused, even destructive, but it's fire nonetheless. The good man, in his quest to be inoffensive, has let his own fire go out. He offers warmth, but not a blaze. And we are all, on some deep, instinctual level, drawn to the flame. We are drawn to life. This isn't about logic. It's about energy. It's about what one soul recognizes in another. A potential for a greater, more intense experience of being alive. The key then is not to abandon goodness. It's to redefine it. True goodness isn't about being harmless. It's about having the capacity for great harm, but choosing not to use it. It's the disciplined warrior, not the person who has never held a sword. It's about building yourself into someone formidable, someone with purpose. Pursue your ambitions relentlessly. Develop your skills. Build your body and your mind. Know what you stand for and be unwilling to compromise on your core principles. Do this not to impress women, but for yourself, to become the man you were meant to be. This is the path of the higher man. He becomes attractive not because he is trying to be, but as a side effect of his own self-overcoming. His presence alone is a promise of growth, of depth, of life. When your kindness comes from a place of strength, it's received differently. It's not seen as a plea for acceptance, but as a genuine gift. When your confidence comes from a deep sense of your own value, it's not arrogant, it's inspiring. You stop being the nice guy who finishes last, and you become the strong, centered man who leads, who loves from a place of fullness, not need, who offers not just safety, but a shared journey toward becoming more than you are. The paradox is that the moment you stop trying to be the good man that you think women want, you start becoming the man they are instinctively drawn to. You become real. You become powerful. You become a destination. And suddenly, it all makes sense. It was never about being good or bad. It was about being weak or strong. Not strong in a brutish way, but strong in spirit, strong in purpose. The frustration you felt wasn't because women are irrational. It's because your understanding of attraction was incomplete. You were offering a solution to a problem she wasn't trying to solve. You were offering safety when her soul craved growth. This realization isn't a defeat. It's a liberation. It gives you back your power. The focus shifts from pleasing others to building yourself. And in that process, you don't just find love. You find yourself. And that is the greatest prize of all. What part of this resonated with you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if this gave you a new perspective, consider subscribing for more insights into the deeper currents of life. Thanks for watching.